Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Cat Crypto here. So let's dive into an update pretty much talking about, the different projects that are currently in hand, what I'm working on. And I'm seeing a lot of this whole, we don't have time for it over at Terra Rebels, or I've sent many projects forward to Terra Rebels and these people always come back to me and say, I can't get hold of no one, mate. Can you put me in touch with someone direct? And, they never just seem to get the help that they want. We've got Meta Gloria. Okay, play to earn game built around the Terra Classic ecosystem. They just dropped their game map, play to earn. They have the 1.2% burn tax mechanism implemented in game. Great project coming out at the start of next year. You need an NFT for a login for that game. You've got projects now like Lunar Burning Nights coming forward. Currently working with them because the way it works is they burn their creators, tax for life. Until the burning job's done. They also burn the 40% of their initial mint price. They're dropping a game. It's built into the LUNACLASSIC blockchain. Okay, it's built into the system. LunaPunks. Okay, another great project providing great utility to the chain, providing a use case for coins. Their NFTs, they auto stake through the smart contract system built into Terra blockchain. Okay, another great project. Now, I know a lot of you are waiting for an update on Starship. I'm treading carefully because of what happened internally with this whole dispute. And it's normal to have disputes internally. We're going to be getting onto this shortly. Now, the dispute that happened with them was over ownership. I have found the person who actually owns the game. I've been speaking with him and pretty much just building up for a good update for you folks where you'll either get to, if you bought lands for Starship, you'll either get to swap them out for the new lands, plus something a little bit extra which you'd really like, or you can just refund them, straight back for what you paid for them. It's as simple as that. So, there are projects that I'm working with. I've worked with all of these projects and not just brought you the projects and gone, here's the project. Same with Coinin. I helped put Coinin in touch with Lunatics Token. I helped Lunatics Token get in touch with Coinin so that they could work together to help each other move up the ladder. Now, there's been a huge issue recently. As most of you know, I created a steering group for the upcoming node, and our node is set to release very soon, and it's 43 days. And when we built this steering group, it was a kind of, you donate, if you wanted to join, you donated $21, you got in to this steering group. It was supposed to be 100 members. The steering group itself, they voted it down to be only 50 members, which was cool. I was totally happy with that. And then it just seemed to, no matter what I did, no matter what I suggested, it would always be shut down. Like nothing has happened inside the steering group apart from the treasury team have figured out how to diversify the treasury. Okay, I don't have any commission rates to tell you folks. I can't tell you what our max commission or our anything. I don't have anything to give you. It took them, I think, nearly a month to figure out a name. And every time I presented forward a core SG team to build, a team of people inside the SG as leaders, team leaders. So you'd have a marketing leader, DevOps leader, PR leader, treasury leaders, and all these team leaders would then work together so I could take a step back, and it was just being shut down. And I've had many members message me as well saying, it feels like we've got people who are just here to just shut it down, like who wasn't getting anywhere with anything. And I begged and I pleaded with these people, and it just got to a point yesterday where someone asked me to put forward my core SG proposal back, and I said to them, look, I removed it because there was a few people that just shut me down and were like, you're just trying to split the group up. And basically all of these people just want to sit and do nothing and then gain glory and fame from being, I'm an SG member, I've done loads, but really they're not actually doing anything. And I put up, so what happened was they shut it down and then I deleted it, and the person asked me to do it again. I was having a lesson with my son via video call, so I decided, right, okay, I'll do this whilst I'm in the video call. I took an hour of my own time to recreate this core SG team, and it was just, created absolute havoc again. And I just realized at this point, this isn't going to work. Okay, sadly, it's just not going to work having a community of people that are selfish, don't want to do anything, and then, you know, anytime I propose to move the group forward or get some forward movement, it's just shut down. So I just decided, you know what, I'm done with this. There was a bit of an argument back and forth in the group, and, you know, I made the decision to say, right, this is done. The node will continue. I will run the node because it's the most efficient and safest way to run this. And it's as simple as that. Sadly, it's, in my eyes, it's a failed experiment, but the node lives on. And the even worse and saddest part about this is the people that were preventing the group from moving forward, these same members have now gone and made another Discord group, and they're going to pretty much try and act as if they are the HCC Let It Burn node, which is really, really sad to see that. Many of these members, well, there's 5 of them, but 2 of them have been really aggressive, really nasty. And it makes me even happier now that I have shut it down. And once again, I would never ever lie to you folks, my community, you know, the people that I am so honest with. Why would I then lie about anything? I don't. As soon as something happens, I come clean about it. And that's the God's honest truth. And, you know, I've made this decision for the greater good of this community, because they just didn't want anything to move forward. And then as soon as, you know, we've shut the group down, and they've been very nasty, you know, demanding their refunds back and stuff like that. Like, you know, I've been processing the refunds. Everybody's been refunded now that had donated, and, you know, everyone's back to where they were. Over the past 3 days before this happened, we had our marketing team leader leave. We had like 4 other members just leave because they were like, we're not getting anywhere, Jay. You know, I'm not gonna be putting my time and effort in to get nowhere. We had another guy who was like, I want to create my own node with a 0 commission to mimic this one. You have to let me do it. And I said to him, look, you're going to need to leave because of conflict of interest. And it just got all out of hand, and everyone just seems to be after power, fame and glory and stuff like that. And that's not to say that it was all members, because it wasn't. There was, you know, there's around 10 of us, including myself, that were working so hard to get things going, and we had lined up all these great giveaways and stuff for people. And it's just like, yeah, so telling you guys the truth at every turn and being absolutely as honest as I can. I have no doubt these 5 people are going to try and create the HCC Let It Burn node. But do remember, folks, you know, I am HCC, we are HCC, and we are the Let It Burn node. Okay, no one's taken that idea from us. I have enough money to run the node out of my own back pocket. It's not an issue. It's £480 a month, and this node is for the greater good. This node is everything. Not only does it provide a burn output, but it provides utility, security, volume. More validators on board is good for security, but knowing who's behind these validators is even more important. And now I understand exactly why each and every one of these nodes are the way that they are, and that LUNCDAO is so assertive with the way he is. You know, he's very assertive that he's in charge and things like that. And I feel I've given so much to this community, and I was like getting really sad and really depressed that, you know, my SG group that I'd created was just shutting everything down, that, you know, to move forward. So, you know, like I said, being really honest, it's a video I didn't want to do right now, but, you know, I have no choice with these things because I have to be honest. Lots of other good stuff going on, like I said, with Meta Gloria, Luna Punks, Luna Burning Nights, Coining's doing a lot. Lunatics Token have just got a, I think they've teamed up with Autism Staking, which is out of Russia. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. Surely you're allowed to say that word. I'm not going to say it again, but surely you're allowed to say that actual word. But they seem to have teamed up with Autism Staking. They're out of Russia. I've said it again, look. But yeah, it's really good to see people are making headway, and I was offered a similar deal like this with a node, but it just won't work out in the short time of like 45 days to then turn around and say to me, you know, I'm creating my own node now, so I'm gonna have to split. So I wasn't wanting to drag someone into something and then leave them. So I don't know if Lunatics Token will maintain this and not bother opening their node now, or open their node and then move their 250 mil stake, because I checked on their delegations. It seemed they got a 250 mil stake from the Lunatics token, which is really good because if you support a node, of course, you're going to delegate your coins to it, right? Exactly. So I want to end this just pretty much talking to you folks about the glossary. If you don't know what the glossary is on Terra documents, it pretty much has everything you could ever think of. Like if you're like, what's the Cosmos SDK? Okay. The open source framework the Terra blockchain is built on. For more information, check out the Cosmos SDK documentation. And it takes you straight there, and then you can find out even more about the Tendermint consensus, the SDK modules, and what a repository is, and all kinds of different things, and the fees, and you can find out anything in this glossary. And I don't think there's a glossary separate for Classic and the mainnet yet. I think they're both the same on a certain level and things like that. But yeah, folks, gonna leave it on that note. But like I said, the node lives on. Okay, I made this decision as an executive decision because it had to get made, so I can actually go and make flyers. I can tell people that, you know, the commission rate for the node is going to be exactly the same as LUNCDAO's, which is 6%. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this so I don't undercut someone that is doing the exact same thing as me. I see it as rude. I see it as, you know, that's someone who I've worked with and I support them. Why would I then go and undercut them and try and, you know, I want LUNCDAO to be as, you know, successful as he can be, because the simple fact is he's been here from the get-go. He's the grandpappy of LUNACLASSIC burning, and a lot of people will sit there and go, I started burning first. But honestly, it was LUNCDAO. I honestly believe, I don't know who sent the first burn, but, you know, LUNCDAO inspired me to burn LUNACLASSIC, and it's as simple as that. And the way he does it through his node is absolutely foolproof, like 100% foolproof. So folks, none of this is financial advice, okay? I'll never DM you first. Beware of scammers, beware of doppelgangers, beware of anyone pretending to be me, beware of anyone posting WhatsApp numbers, and just stay safe out there. This is not financial advice, folks, and we will catch you in the next one. If you haven't subscribed yet, tap a little subscription, tap a little like on the way out. Catch you in the next one.